Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to change front bearings on this Xiaomi scooter Pro2 model, and today I'm going to narrate everything I do and explain, so enjoy the video. So if you wonder, my client gave this scooter to me in this condition. He tried to fix him by himself, so it didn't work for him, so gave it to me to fix it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So in order to remove the front motor, you need to flip your scooter and remove this plastic cover, so we can access the motor wire. Well, on different scooter model there will be a different bolt, so buy yourself a set of Torx and hex. So you will be always with tools in hands. Some of the bolts may be broken or damaged, like this one, if you can see, or this one. You can use a hammer and just this bit to hammer out and then unscrew it, just like that. And we removed it. This happens because they sticking out a little bit, so when you hit something on the road they bend and get damaged. So remove the cover. You will see the wires of the motor. So we need to unplug this one and 3 of these ones. There's a little tab you need to press, then it will come off easily. And this one, this tab. So we unplugged it. Sometimes you need to remove the foam inside the tube. This is from prevent to rattle the wires inside when you're driving, so it's not really important that much. But sometimes they overfill the tube, so it may be a bit difficult to remove it, but nothing that critical. It will be hard to put back in than pulling out, so you need to clear the path. Well, since my client did most of the job by removing the nuts on this wheel, so we just remove it. But if you need to unbolt it, you need to remove 2 plastic covers, no stickers, 2 plastic covers and 80mm nuts. I recommend doing this job on the ground, on some linoleum, old linoleum, or plastic, or something plastic or wood, to hammer out the motor inside. I don't know, it's easy to make to me to make this job on the floor than on the table. Maybe someone will easy to make this job on the table rather on the floor. So we need Torx 25, I think. No, Torx 20. Then again, these bolts may be different from model scooter, so buy yourself a set. So removing these bolts, you need to tap this motor on the ground to lift up the motor inside, like this. Be careful not to jam your fingers inside, and pull it out just like that. And we have two pieces. So the next step is to hammer out the old bearing. The easiest way is to just take a hammer and something sharp like a bit and hammer out by the inner side of the bearing, and it just falls right into the not so easy part is this one, this side of the cover, because you need to remove the bushing, the nut through the wire, not damaging it, and then you need to hammer the cover out. I will show you how to do it right in a moment. We need to hammer this one out, and then I will show you how to do the next step. This one easy. I hammer the old bearings with this tool. I don't know how you call it. Just hammer out and it's out. The old bearing is not so good by the sound, and it's rusty. I think there's no grease inside. So this part is a bit tricky, but not so bad. We need to remove these covers for the wire. The best way is to do it, take some pliers and just remove them. If you have two pliers, will be even simpler. No need to rush, take your time. It's not an easy job, but I think everyone with the right tools and hands can do this job easily. So the next step is to remove the nut. The easiest way I found is to first do this parts of the wire one by one, to save some space for this connector, because it's the largest and it will not fit with the other wires inside. Next step is to bend it a little bit, like so, and squeeze it, but be careful not to damage the wires itself, because sometimes there is glue here on the top side, so it could be a a bit difficult to squeeze. See? That's all. Then the nut is the easiest part, because not the nut, the bushing, because it's a bit wider than the nut itself. So the next step. We need a vise. Without it, I don't know how to remove this cover from the motor. There is a special flat space, so you can work on a vise, so don't be worried about it. Step, we will take a little bit bigger hammer and this tool again, and hammer in the bearing edge. And the cover is off. Sometimes this job may be different because of the rust of the bearings. Sometimes this cover will pop up apart from this motor, so sometimes it's a different job, but most common this will happen. You will pop up the cover with the motor and with that side of the bearing as well. Sometimes the bearing will stick on this shaft, so you need to hammer both sides. Sometimes it's different from this job, so beware. And just like the other side of the housing, we need to remove this bearing as well as the other side. Again, sometimes it's different. It's a difficult job to hammer out, so you need to put some WD-40 on this one. Just spray a little bit, or rust removal grease. And that's how we remove it. These are the old bearings. You can see rust on them, and the sound not so good. So the next step is to press down the new bearing. You can do this job by hammering it like this inside. You can use a normal press, of course I don't have it, and you can use this handmade press. You need to buy, I don't know how to, what's the name of this, a long bolt or something like that. So you need to buy this, these bushings, or I don't know how to call it correctly, and a bearing. You put it down like this one, and you tighten it from the both sides and you press it. I will show you how to do with this press and how to hammer. Both processes are safe if you do it correctly. First we need to clean the housing of the bearing. If you have air pistol, just blow it out the dust, but mine seems to be clean, so I'm going to do now the hand press, and then I'm going to show you how to hammer it. I'm going to use this bearing. That's the number, that's the brand. The RSH means the seals are heavy duty. For rain, example, if you drive on a rainy weather, they will protect the bearing good. So the next is to positioning our bearing in the place. I'm using silicone oil to better slide in, so just spray a little bit. And we need to align it so it would be straight. We could use a little bit of hammer. Just like that. Then we are going to use our hand press. So we just do this, and our bearing is pressed all the way inside. It's very important that you align this bearing properly straight. If you do it sideways a bit, it will go sideways and will stuck. So you need to be careful. So this is the first method to do this, and now I will show you the second method. We need a socket and an extension for this socket. So we need to clean. If you have air, blow it out with air. I'm going to do this method on the floor because it has soft linoleum on it, so I won't damage any of the part of this soft aluminum. If you have something rubber mat or cardboard box, just place under it so you won't damage, and it will be softer to hit the bearing inside. So we need silicone oil to grease a little bit. Then we need a socket. I took 24 millimeters, exactly same as the bearing. You only hit by the outer ring, you don't hit on the inner ring. So this extension and a rubber mallet for not damaging this part. Again, you align it a bit straight as you possibly can, and you take this and hold it in a straight position with the bearing. If you move it a little bit, you could damage the seal or the inner part. And then you hammer it inside. If your bearing goes sideways like this, sometimes happen, you can easily manipulate by hitting on the side like this, but be careful not to damage the seal. We can correct it. So the bearing is set, nothing damaged, all good. This is not the perfect way, but if you don't have any other tools to do this job, you can try to do this by hammering in the side, hammering with a socket, and it will be good. So the next step is to get back these three pieces together, and already installed a new tire on this one. If you need to know how to install it, watch my other videos. I made a bunch of them. We need to install back this cover. But don't remove the dirt. I usually grease this part of the shaft with some lithium grease, just a little bit, and then bring these two pieces together. So the second will be the bushing. So you need to do this job backwards, as you did in the first place. This one goes first, but be careful not to damage the wires. If you do, you need to change them. So the next one is these 3 wires. You can use pliers. And that's it. So the next step is to bond these 2 pieces together. So I do is to just align and release, but be careful not to jam your fingers. The magnet will do the job for you. A light tap, align with the holes, and screw this back together. You can use some silicone around this cover if you drive on wet weather conditions, but usually the water don't get inside by this cover. It usually gets inside by the bearings side, bearing side of the shaft, because all the rust you can see inside here, not here or here, but here. Well, I don't recommend using this scooter on wet conditions because it's not designed for this kind of conditions. It only has IP rating or 54 from light splashes and dust. So if you will ride on wet conditions, the battery goes kaput and the motor itself goes. I've seen so many times people ignoring that, and then they surprise why their scooter doesn't work, because of the water. It's really fragile electronics. So next step is to connect everything together and test drive. So before putting everything back together, you need to test at least that everything is in working conditions. So the first wire will be yellow, then the brown, and then the blue. Everything works, so we can put it back together as it was. So we need to remove this foam. You can use, I don't know, some flat screwdriver or something else to clear the path. I don't know why they put so many foam inside. It's like they not preventing it from water. Anyways, so but sometimes they put a small chunk of it. I don't understand. Well, it's hard to do this job when there's so much foam inside, but you can manage to do it. Then again, this foam only protects these wires from rattling inside, but I don't think they rattle in my experience at all. So you don't need that much. So connect everything back together, nice and tight, clip, okay, now test again that everything works. Everything works. Then you can tighten the motor back and close the plastic cover. And the job is done. I usually test several times. Yes, everything works good. So please forgive me for my bad English if you don't understand some of my words. I sometimes don't understand myself. So if you like this video, click like. If you have some thoughts, comment. If you need to share this video, share. Thank you for watching.